Good evening, everybody. My name is Brenda Stover. I am the Assistant Dean for VSB's O'Donnell Center for Professional Development. We are pleased to bring to you this semester the Business Society Spotlight Series. And in particular, tonight we are going to feature the Business and Entertainment Society, the Business and Healthcare Society, and the Business of Fashion Society. Before we turn it over to the leaders of those groups, I would first like to introduce you to Sophia Morales, who is one of the leaders of the Council of Presidents in VSB. And the Council of Presidents serves as sort of the overarching group that provides guidance to the 27 business societies that we have. So Sophia, you want to take it from here?
Yeah, thanks. So, hi guys, my name is Sophia Morales and I'm a sophomore. I'm planning on studying finance and management with a Spanish minor here at VSB. And like she said, I'm here to represent the Council of Presidents Executive Board. So that's made up of one representative of the senior, junior, and sophomore class. I'm the sophomore vice president of the Council of Presidents. Tara Judge is the senior president and Caitlin Sy is the junior vice president. And we work with the presidents from each of the VSB student business societies to foster coordination and collaboration amongst the different business societies here. So throughout the year, the Council of Presidents will work with the O'Donnell Center for Professional Development to strengthen society involvement with VSB and ultimately increase VSB's visibility outside of the school. So if you're a sophomore or older, you may have seen us hold the Waffle fundraiser for Nova Dance in Bartley. And we're here as a resource for you guys. So if you need any help or have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me, Caitlin, Tara, or Michelle anytime. And with that, I want to pass it over to the Business and Entertainment Society.
All right, hope everyone can see that all right. Hi guys, I'm Noah, I'm a sophomore and I am representing the Business and Entertainment Society today. I'll go ahead and jump right into it, or not. So the Business and Entertainment Society strives to provide meaningful opportunities, connections, and information within the sports and entertainment industries. So I'll give you a quick introduction to the exec board for this year. I'm Noah, like I said, sophomore math major from Nashville, Tennessee. Two co-vice presidents this year. Nicole, she's a junior marketing and analytics major with a poli-sci minor. She's from East Meadow, New York. And other co-vice president is Jonathan Cosmy, and he's a sophomore accounting major from Huntington, New York. So in the past, these are some of the companies and organizations who've come and spoken to our members before. You can see the Falcons, the Eagles, the NBA, Under Armour, Paramount, and ICM Partners is a talent agency in the entertainment industry. So we've had a lot of companies come speak to our members and make connections. So here's a little bit of what you can expect as a member of the Business and Entertainment Society. So you'll attend virtual networking events with guest speakers from businesses in the sports and entertainment industries. You'll be hearing from VSB students or alumni who have interned and worked in the field. And with these people, you'll be making connections to professionals. And for the sports and entertainment industries, that's really vital, especially for working in those, because connections are really important. And finally, you'll be receiving weekly updates with information on networking events, internship opportunities, and news in the field. So this semester and going forward, our society is going to center around this weekly newsletter. And in that newsletter, you'll get a list of various events that we'll be putting on, links to internship opportunities that you can apply for, and finally, news to keep you updated in the field. We will have various virtual guest speaker events throughout the semester. You will be required to attend at least 2 entertainment-related events to maintain your membership in the society. Don't worry, we'll send out more information as those get planned and set in stone, and the newsletter will have more information as well. And we'll also be having 3 general body meetings per semester. You'll be required to attend 2 out of 3 of those in order to maintain membership. Don't worry, those aren't going to be super long, just short updates. We will also be accepting applications for various roles on the exec board. 3 of those roles are secretary, assistant event coordinator, and assistant social media manager. And we're not putting a cap on how many people we're going to accept for each of those roles. So if you're interested, we will be sending out an application and kind of more of the information on the roles coming forward through the newsletter. Finally, if you are interested, you can scan this QR code and fill out a quick survey. If you already filled it out at the involvement fair, you don't have to do it again. And if you fill out this survey, your email will be added to our mailing list, and you will receive all communications that we send to you going forward. If you have any questions, please reach out to that email below, villanova.bies@gmail.com. Also, follow us on Instagram, brand new Instagram, @VillanovaBIES. We'll be posting updates for events, general body meetings, keep you updated on the Instagram page. Finally, mark your calendars for general body meeting, Monday, September 21st at 8 p.m. So thank you for coming today. Hope you guys are excited to join the Business Entertainment Society.
Any questions? Thanks, Noah. Any questions for the Business and Entertainment Society? Feel free to send them in through the chat. You can do that now if you have any for the Business and Entertainment Society. Okay, keep going, Sophia.
Okay, great. So next we're going to have the Business and Healthcare Society, and Samantha's going to be presenting.
Can you all see my screen? Is this better? Good. Okay. I'm Samantha. I'm actually not the president. I know this is the Council of Presidents presentation, but our president wasn't feeling well today. She had a little stomach bug, so I'm here instead. I'm on the executive board. I'm VP of Professional Relations, and I can talk a little bit about that later, but I am representing the Business and Healthcare Society, which is a very, very new society. We were made official only about a month ago, and we're just starting to get our feet on the ground, so we would really appreciate new membership, and we'll work on getting a student body together. So Business and Healthcare Society, why is it right for you? So basically this is kind of an untapped market in the business school where we're finding a connection between business and healthcare. And just to highlight that it's for all students in all majors, because a lot of times business students don't know a lot about the healthcare side, and a lot of times students in science want to get involved in the business side as well. So it's kind of this like ethical, place to navigate your career that we really wanted to tap into. And we want to use the different schools within Villanova to collaborate and put on events that everyone can come to. And then also just harp on like key trends that are happening in healthcare, specifically in business. So applicable fields are included too, but not limited to these certain fields. And then also these are just some places of hire that Villanovans have been hired from and that we have alumni relations with. So that's my job as VP of Professional Relations, is to keep in contact with these companies and alumni at these companies that can come speak to you all, and also network and potentially help in the job application process. So some of the activities that we are working on preparing are networking events. So these include workshops, panels, info sessions, just from healthcare firms, and then also professionals and alumni, as well as education seminars. So it's different from the networking events because these are going to be more teaching and like informing on trends in healthcare, and especially because it's such a broad industry, just touching on different sectors of that. And then we'll also have monthly member meetings where we will talk about potentially case studies or just what's going on within our club. And finally, real world engagement. So there's a lot of business and healthcare competitions that students can get involved in outside of Villanova. So we'll keep an eye on that. A lot of them have to do with data analytics. And then hopefully we'll get to do treks at some point where we visit healthcare, business and healthcare companies in Philly, and then some other projects that we'll have in the works. So just some important dates to keep in mind. We have our first general body meeting September 24th, which is next Thursday. And then something else that we're in the works of is our first event, which is going to be the healthcare industry's response to COVID-19. So we're working on getting a panel together and ready for that. And the panel will have representatives from various industries, including pharma, technology and healthcare, medical device engineering, and a few others. So we're still working on getting a panel ready and a date set for that. But if you click this QR code and fill out our form of interest, you'll be added to our mailing list, and we will have information up about that event soon. And then for next semester, we are already starting executive board recruitment, because I myself am a senior and a few others on the executive board are seniors, so we'll need people to replace that. If you have any questions, please feel free to email bihs@villanova.edu, and our new Instagram is Villanova BIHS. And we're going to post everything on that, including just relevant articles and stuff that would keep you involved in the healthcare business space. So thank you. And please let me know if you have any questions.
Thanks, Sam. Any questions for the Business and Healthcare Society? Please post them to the chat. All right, next up, Sophia.
Okay, so the final society that you guys are going to hear from tonight is the Business of Fashion Society, and you're going to hear Keely and Lauren.
Yes, perfect. Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to start sharing my screen. Let's see if this starts working. Oh, hold on. It might quit on me.
Did Keely go off? You want me to start? I can share my screen. Okay. 1 second. All right. Can you see it? Okay, so I'll just start. Keely should log back on soon. But we're the Business of Fashion Society. My name is Lauren. I'm the vice president, and Keely's our president. So to start, just going to give a quick overview of what we are. Oh, sorry. So we're providing students with a creative outlet to obtain the necessary resources to start a career in fashion. Although there's no major or anything at Villanova specifically related to fashion, we're trying to fill that gap through education and things like that. So we're trying to foster a strong relationship with top fashion companies and improve the fashion network within the Villanova School of Business. And we started this society my freshman year, so that was like 3 years ago. And it's grown a lot since, and I'm really proud of that.
Lauren, I'm back.
Oh, hi, Keely.
Technology never fails you, everyone. Really sorry about that, but I'm back. Lauren probably already introduced herself, but again, I'm Keely and I'm the current president. Apologies again for that technical difficulty. But jumping in from what Lauren said, what we've done in the past, unfortunately, probably things won't look the same this semester, but we're still going to try and give you guys as close to these types of events as possible. And again, stay within the club, because moving forward, these types of events will definitely be able to happen again. So as you can see, we've done actual in-person stuff with different brands and companies. We've been to URBN in the Naval Yards in Philly and went to see all of their different offices, which was an incredible experience. We also went to Lilly Pulitzer. They're located right in King of Prussia. So again, some local. We've also been working on planning treks to New York City, which again was supposed to happen, but because of COVID, we weren't able to. But things like that, like I said, will happen in the future. And we've also done on-campus events, both panels, talks, and virtual calls, which is what we will be doing this semester. But as you can see, we've talk to a wide variety of people within both fields of beauty and fashion. You can see Stuart Weitzman, Emily Quadrino at Fresh within LVMH, and Brooke Richardson at Michael Kors, who's a Villanova alum. And we'll go into the types of events we're going to be having this semester. But again, virtual stuff that helps you connect with actual people, professionals within both beauty and fashion.
So as Keely said, this year is going to look a little bit different, but just to give you a little overview, we plan on focusing on 3 major themes that are important trends in the fashion industry right now that maybe don't get as much attention typically. So for September, we're focusing on beauty, October, we're focusing on menswear, and November, we're focusing on sustainability. And within each of these months, we're going to have one general body meeting towards the beginning to kind of give you a brief overview of the theme, as well as some education, some current news, and things like that, and discuss the upcoming events that we have planned. We're aiming to do 2 Zoom calls per week with industry professionals, some being Villanova alumni and some being other connections, whether it be through our internships and things like that. So that's pretty exciting. And then at the end of each month, we're going to have a newsletter sent out with summaries of the calls that we had, the general body meetings, as well as some other pertinent information and education about the current industry news. So we're also doing something a little different. We're trying to get our members more involved this year, especially since things are virtual. So we're going to have 3 separate committees that you can apply and submit interest to. So our first committee is going to be Content Creator Committee. So this committee will focus on organizing photo shoots and creating content specific to each monthly theme. And so you'll be working with our head photographer, Alessandra, to help her in various different ways. So if you're interested in photography, makeup, if you would like to be a model, or you're interested in styling, definitely sign up for that at our first general body meeting. The second committee is going to be focusing on that newsletter I was talking about. So your roles will be a writer, an editor, or even a graphic designer to make the newsletter really pop and be interesting to our members. So if you're interested in writing or doing news and PR and things like that, this would definitely be the committee for you. On the right, you can see the newsletter that we had a few years ago talking about trends of 2018. So that's kind of something that we're looking to do more this year. And then our third and final committee is going to be Social Media Committee. So if you're interested in social media work or marketing and things like that, then this would be the committee for you. So you'll be assisting our social media director in planning posts, collecting content. If you are someone who loves scrolling on Instagram and following bigger accounts that have a lot of unique content, then we would definitely use you on this committee. As well as in December, we do a gift guide on our Instagram story. So it will be fun for you to collect gifts and submit them to our social media director. And on the right, you can see our social media page, as well as some Fashion Week roundups that we've done in the past.
So these are just some examples of where our members and some of our alum have landed internships and full-time. And just as a heads up, some of these people or people who have worked at these companies are still current students. So if you're interested in talking to somebody who has worked at one of these companies, reach out to me and Lauren, and we can set you up. Everyone within the club would be more than welcome to talk to anybody in this meeting. But as you can see, we have people who have worked in beauty, fashion, and other bigger retailers. So a wide variety of people, a wide variety of companies, showing that we do have a ton of experience within the club and those alumni to keep you guys in contact with different people. And just the best way to contact us, there are a number of different ways. As Lauren showed, our Instagram, be sure to follow that. We're putting weekly, daily updates and just information, things to look at. Our email, if you guys have any other questions that you want to send to us. And then again, you can reach out to Lauren and I personally as well. So those are both of our emails. Again, any form of these ways of contacting us. If you have any questions that you didn't think of tonight, don't be afraid to reach out. And just as a general reminder, as Lauren said, but just to make it more apparent, our first general body meeting is going to be next Monday at 6:30. And you'll see on our Instagram and in our email, we'll put that out. But just as a heads up, make sure it's on your calendar for next Monday.
Yeah, and just know that our DMs are always open and we're very active on Instagram. So feel free to just shoot us a question there. Thank you.
Any questions for the Business of Fashion Society? Fun fact, in addition to me being the person that sends you the Buzz Around Bartley email every Monday morning, which seems to be my claim to fame, I'm also the advisor to the Business of Fashion Society, and so happy to be working with that group. So for those of you who choose to get involved with Business of Fashion, we may have the chance to connect even closer that way. Any questions at all for any of the three groups that were featured tonight? All right, I will stay on, as will the leaders of those societies, for a couple minutes if anybody has one-on-one questions they'd like to ask. Thanks so much for joining us.
Where you're like actually genuinely scared of one of these scary products.
So it's a late joiner. Hunter? Hunter? Hi, Hunter. Oh, he's gone.
Never mind.
Thank you to all of you. Nice presentations. You do a good job of showing how engaged our students are and the great opportunities that the societies present. Sophia, thanks for being our master of ceremonies.
Of course. I think
Yeah.
this is also, was this the last Spotlight series?
It is. Yeah, this was
So good.
fun.
Did it.
Now that all the sessions are wrapped up, Michelle Galloway is gonna pull the attendance lists for each of the sessions and share them with the leaders of the groups for each session. So you'll have that also as a source to populate your email lists. And I think I heard you say, Noah, that the Business and Entertainment Society produces a weekly e-newsletter or periodic e-newsletter.
Yeah, we're like, that's like brand new. Like we're starting that this semester.
Could I kindly ask you to add myself and Michelle Galloway to that? That's so helpful for us to see what information's getting shared. It also helps us to have a good story to tell about you when we're tying things together with employers that we talk with and alums. So the more informed we can be, the better we can advocate for your groups.
Yep, sounds good.
Business of Healthcare would go in that direction if you guys would create, I'm following all your Instagram accounts, but if you would create newsletters and things like that, if you can add Michelle Galloway and I, super helpful to us. All right. Good session. Thank you so much, everybody.